What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Baby Friday. I can't wait to get it popping. I got some unique stuff that I'm gonna talk about today. I got to get my housekeeping. I know I intentionally was 10 minutes late today. I was intentionally, Joe Lewis, uh, 10 minutes late today. I was exactly 10 minutes late today, and you'll understand later why I was. It's I wanted to be, because I felt some people have just been taking this platform for granted. Joe Lewis and Thad Moody. I mean, sometimes, when you be around some so that you just take it for granted. And I said today, I just made up my mind. I said, you know what? I'm not going to start at 12 o'clock. I had some things I had a book I was reading and didn't want to put it down. And I'm serious. And I just said, wait a minute. Hold up, Rob. Wait a minute now. Let me do my sharing of the show right now. And let me see. Do my little sharing of the show. Yeah, I'm going to be frank with you. I'm always going to keep it a buck. Hold on. Yeah. That's what I was really thinking about today. I just shared it with everything. Daryl Anderson, I intentionally was late today. People take me for granted. People take the show for granted. I know y'all got time, things to do, but can you imagine? I always be 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. And I just said today, I'm not doing. I am not doing. Let me go over to where I got to share the show to. Let's go with share through Twitter. I'll make sure I share it. I'm telling y'all, y'all better take advantage of this stuff this information that I've been giving y'all. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing it. Nothing against nobody. I just don't know how long. I could have easily today, just said, Robert, man, go to the golf course. Go drive. Go boat ride. No, for real. I could have easily did that. But it's just something about it's something up there just a little bit more powerful than me that keeps me here. I'm serious. It's something, cause it ain't me. Hey, it ain't me. Cause me be wanting to say, "Whoa, man, I gotta go, man, whoa, hold up, man." But I looked at the show yesterday. I went back. I usually don't go back and look at the shows that much, but I did look at it yesterday, and I was just listening to it. Not listening to me. I was just listening to the information that was given yesterday. I'm just sharing right now, y'all. Doing my little sharing, thing right now. Going back over to Facebook and help them out a little bit. Let's see. let the people know if it cuts off on YouTube. This Facebook stuff is bothering me because they ain't been able to fix it. If it was up to me, y'all know it'd be fixed. And it's a lot of things, but I keep on pushing. I know you appreciate me, Panther Network. I know you do, sir. Joe Lewis, I know. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Sometimes it gets a little difficult. I'm just like y'all. I'm human. What Jeffrey Osborne said? I'm only human. This Women Rock Wednesday, right? No. This not. This is this Baby Friday. But let me make sure I share it with everybody, y'all. That's what I do when I first come on the show. If y'all can hear them little things in the back, that's me sharing the show. Let's see. Let's go ahead and share it again. That is Moody. Man, I know, but let me tell you something. That is Moody. I know you do. I know you do, man. But I sometimes just want to let you know how I feel someday. And when one day you pop on here, then I ain't on here, you gonna say, you know what? We done got on Robert nerve. We done got on Hatter's nerve, man. Last night, James Harden, ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all don't like him. He couldn't deliver for Houston, and I wish he could have. I promise you, he wish he could have. And Chop Shop, who are you taking to the NBA Finals? We'll talk about that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm cheering for whatever team James Harden is on. First of all, if he make it to the finals, and hold on. Somebody just sent me something. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, man. Hold up. Happy birthday to Alfred Allen today. Man, shout out to big fella. He 86 years old. Mr. Allen, I got something for you today. I got something just for you today, man. A little bit later today. It's going to hit me. When that spirit hit me, I got something for you because I was thinking about people like you today. 89 years young today. He watching the Chop Shop. Mr. Allen, that's Kevin Allen's dad. That's the Silver Fox dad. Great man. Mr. Allen, Kevin telling me about the story. I mean, me and him you tell me stories about you and his encounters. And man, I got to come to my dad's yard. I got to come to dad here. I got to do this for my dad. I got to do this for my dad. Let me tell you something, man. You got a great family. You got a great son that really, man, his whole life was revolved around you. And right now, because since he lost his mom, so let me tell you something, man. I love it, and I love it a million times. But shout out to Mr. Allen today, Alfred Allen. Everybody on this feed, give him a happy birthday to Mr. Allen today. So, Belinda said, I really appreciate you, Mr. Allen, but we understand you have to get something for yourself. Oh yeah, I'm gonna always do something for myself. It's just sometimes it's today, Mr. Allen, when I came on, I was reading something, right? And I did not want to put this book down, but I looked up, it was time for the show. I said, no, I'm finna read. I got me 10 more minutes of reading. I just read for 10. Use it. I stopped, shut my book. But today, I just read for them 10 minutes. Then I turned the show on. So I'm good. I might make it up at the end. You know, we might go to 210. But he said, Rob, I feel you, brother. We all get feelings sometime. Yeah. No, but I'm all right. I'm all right. Cause it's bigger than, sometimes y'all, it's big. The reason I'm telling y'all is sometimes it's bigger than you. It's easy to quit. It's hard to stay connected. because this stuff and this information I'm giving is really not for the y'all who watching on the show today. It's the young people who gonna pick up this stuff years from now. Young men at the HBCUs and our brilliant young women and men they're gonna be caused to critically think just not about sports, which sports is fun, Mr. Allen. We're gonna talk about little sports today. We're gonna talk about that. But the Chop Shop was founded with the barbershop feel in mind. In the barbershop, what? We talked about everything. Everything. We didn't just talk about sports. Boy, we talked about everything. Politics, everything. The law, everything. So I try to keep up with that tradition of Black Talk Radio that we eclectic enough to talk about. We got some smart people. And some people want to know more than about how many points somebody hit last night. You follow me? So Ivan Petty said, I appreciate my father and my mother for instill life skills. Absolutely. 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 So where did I want to start today? Because this show going to be so powerful. Oh, my goodness. I'm scared. Hey, I don't even know where to start. Some things happened. It was a shocker in Motown last night, Mr. Allen. Hold on, Mr. Allen. Just give me 1 second. Let me clear something, right? Let me clear something. It was a shocker in Motown last night. Shocker. Cleveland steals control of the Eastern Conference Series. I got a question for y'all. Mr. Allen, I know your son, he all called. I'm sorry. I'm back. Somebody asked me about, hold up. Then we'll go here. Somebody asked me, Chop Shop, who do you think are taking in finals? First of all, I can't take nobody in the finals yet because ain't nobody got there yet. But I want whoever plays against OKC to win, and I want James Harden to win. So whoever plays against OKC, I want them to win and make it to the finals. And I'm going to pull for James Harden until he's out. Y'all got that? James Harden till he's out. And whoever play against the who was that? Oh, no. I want Wemby. Oh, I'm sorry. I want Wemby on that side and James Harden on this side. My dream finals with James Harden versus Wemby. Then I'm going to every single game. All right, is that fair enough? I'm going to every single game. James Harden versus Wemby, I'm going to every game. So that's what I'm looking for. Who y'all want to win the finals? Somebody said Thunder all the way. No, I don't want them. Whoever plays them, I want them to beat them. I am not a Thunder fan. Okay, so let's go. Anybody else? Anybody before I go? But it was a shocker, like I said, Motown. Cleveland steals in control of the Eastern Conference Series. I got a question for y'all, though. Did the Cavaliers come back last night? Or did the Pistons collapse? That's my question for y'all today. Want to see how y'all think. K. Allen, did the Cavaliers just come back and took the game? Or did the Pistons collapse? I'm going to show y'all something I learned about this NBA. I learn something every day about it, but I'm going to share with y'all. But I'll share it a little bit later because I want more people to be on. I'm going to share something with y'all. I'm going to share something with y'all about the NBA. Remind me, We'll talk about the NBA. And I got to finish that conversation that I finished yesterday. This conversation was so good yesterday. As soon as I got off the show, several people text me and said some things after the show to my man. One person said I dropped the mic. I didn't mean to drop the mic, but it's y'all. There's something going on in this country, in this world right now, and I just don't want us to be oblivious to it. I really don't want us to be oblivious to it. We're gonna talk about sports. We're going y'all. Charles Barkley did some weird stuff last night on the show. Did y'all hear what that man said last night? Don't forget now. I got something for you. I'm asking a question. Okay, he said that Cleveland came alive. He said the Pistons gave it away. Okay, Kevin said the Pistons gave it away. I don't know. I thought it was took. And you know what? I can tell y'all what I learned. I'll repeat it during the show. But what I learned about the NBA, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. I didn't even put my eye drop in, y'all. I'm so sorry. And these lights are hurting my eyes. Can I put them in? Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all hold on a minute, man. I have to put my stuff in, man. My eyes are sensitive. My old man eyes get a little sensitive. But Kevin, Mr. Allen, in the NBA, it's all about spacing. And I know people think, oh, Robert, it's all about the stars. It is. But it's about moving players, watch this, to get space for your star. When you're watching the game, you remember I told you I watched the ball away from there? The NBA, let me repeat, the NBA is all about spacing. It's space. I want to be able to play in space. I don't want to play when it's crowded. I don't want to play. I used to tell my son, I didn't use these terms. I used to tell my son, look here, player. Because he used to run his little behind right in there on 4 or 5 people and get his shot, took everything. I said, homeboy, this is what I want you to think about. You're a point guard. If you come down there and it's got too many people bunched there together, that's called a cloudy day. You don't want to go in there. You get rained on. So when it's cloudy, just pull it back out. Find you some space. Now, when it's open space like that, it's a clear day, then you go and attack. But when it's cloudy, that helped you. But the NBA is all about spacing, Kevin. And I know people talk about that, but it's about moving players around to get space for your star. I don't agree with this statement right here. And Ivy Pettit, I'll tell you later. Well, I'll address it now, and then I get back to NBA space. Gobert offensive skill is not the downfall of, let me put this big for you. I'm going to put it up there big so we can see it big and live and living color. I know I got the, hold up. I'm finna give you some, I'm finna teach you a little something today. Boy, I love when y'all give me an opportunity. Rudy Gobert offensive skill. Rudy don't get paid to play offense. Rudy was a defensive player of the year, one of the best defenders, and keeps his offensive. He got everybody around him. It's their job. Rudy doing his job. In the NBA, there are roles. You got in NBA, and you got to hear this, Junior. In the NBA, and I was about to tell you that in just a second, but I'm gonna add on because you brought this up. You said his offensive skill. He is I put it like this: whoever passed him the ball is their fault. because I'm not finna pass him the ball. So his offensive skill, ain't nobody never said, Rudy, go get me a whole lot of points. His offense, what you should have been saying, Julius Randle ain't been doing his damn job. Because his job is to score, rebound, and put the ball in the pocket. His job ain't to defend. He got Gobert back there helping him if he get beat. So guess what? Gobert need them to play offense because that's not his skill. That's not his skill set. So his offensive skill is not the downfall for the Wolves. It's not. It's not. It's no downfall. Shit, they in the conference semifinals. Everybody else is at home. So it can't be a downfall. This the dude who helped Joker. That's the one who won the series against Joker. His defensive skills, not his offensive skills, won the thing against Joker. You follow me? So when you say his offensive skill, that's not his job, son. That's not his job. His job is to go get, if you get a couple of dunks, a couple of putbacks, that's all he expected to do. If you expect him to do some jump hooks, you don't understand the game. That ain't his job. Julius Randle is the one. Hold up. Let's go back to that. Come on. I like this kind of stuff. Let's go back. Let's see. Julius Randle, watch this. Let me go. That's the offensive star other than Ant. That's the Batman to Ant-Man's Superman. Watch this. He had 17 points on 6 of 17. He had 17 shots to get 17 points. That's terrible. That's who you should have been talking about. Right? Hold up. 0 for 4 for three-point lane. Missed 2 free throws. He had 10 rebounds. He didn't have too many, but he didn't get that's his job. You follow me? So if his downfall, his offensive skill is the downfall. You should replace that up there with Randall, and then you'll be in good shape. But it's okay. That's why we're here, man. That's why we're here. We're here to show you how this thing go. So let me keep going. So back when I was talking about, he said Randall definitely had to step up since DiVincenzo was hurt. Got to make up for the offensive. DiVincenzo is still, even DiVincenzo, he is a role player. Randall is the star, ladies and gentlemen. And man said, Cal stole the game like a thief in the night. Rob said, what's up, Robbie Young? Where Rose at? So let me finish this. Let me finish because I wanted to get there. I wanted to show y'all. So y'all gonna be the smartest dudes in the nail shop. I saw this last night. In the NBA, Rob and Petty Jr. It's all about spacing. And I know people think it's about the stars. Even with, if you go and look at the problem with Randall right now, it's probably because of spacing. See, the NBA is about moving players around to get space for your star. I don't know if anybody ever told y'all that. That's what the NBA about. I don't know what about the high school and college is. The NBA is about moving players around to get space, S-P-A-C-E, for your star. By eliminating 2 guys out of the play. I'm the star. 2 guys come up on me. They're going to leave Darryl Barnes wide open. Darryl Barnes got to make a play. You follow me? That's what this is about. There is no way that the Pistons Dennis Jenkins, Tobias Harris, whoever, Paul Reed, they should be able to score on the Cavs 4-on-4. They had, what his name, Strus, was guard, Max Strus was face guarding Kate Cunningham. So Max Strus was never in help. He was just face. So if you a professional basketball player and you can't take nobody, you got a guy one-on-one, then you need to go and do something else. You need to take up basket weaving or something. Because you got to be able to score 4-on-4 because the court, because when it's just 4-on-4, the court is massive. They're basically playing 4 guys against your 4 guys. And guess what? Detroit guys are still looking for Kate Cunningham. No, dude, Kate is standing out there so y'all can go. Zay Gotti said, how long the TA coaches stay? Zay Gotti, first of all, what's your real name? Then I'll tell you. Put your real name up there, Zay Gotti. I hope this is who I think it is. I'm sorry. But put your name up there, I'm gonna tell you. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a minute. That's good. That's a good question. But I guess what I was watching last night, Detroit was looking for Cade. No, man. You got this opportunity. Oh, what's up, Isaiah? What's up? Isaiah. Let me finish this and I'm going to tell you. But when you got 4 people, y'all playing 4-on-4. Have y'all ever tried to play 4-on-4, half quarter, full quarter, half court? It's so much room. It's so much what? Space. So you got to look for at that floor and find type of ways to get all this open space. Y'all got open space. You got to score. Kate Cunningham is being face guarded by Max Strus and being out of the play. It's not the worst thing for the Pistons. Dennis Jenkins should be killing getting downhill. James Harden, none of the folks can't stay in front of this boy. And if Cade is that guy, but the Pistons are not ready for this moment. And that's what I saw last night. When you don't let nobody just take your guy out of the game, Max Strus just face guarding, and like that. You got to, or with your 4-on-4, now you can apply this to college. You can apply, if somebody face guarding, if somebody playing a boxing one-on-one of your dudes that's that good, then you other 4 got to make a play because you got more space. All right? You got that? Okay. He said, how long should this TSU coaching say? How long should it take? Well, let me explain something, Isaiah. You asked this question. Okay. Yeah, but he need to get more buckets, Eric. You got to get more buckets. That wasn't enough. They needed 2 more stops and another bucket. They'd have won that game. But Isaiah, TSU coaching search, I don't know the process. I'm not in the coaching search. I don't have no idea. But I do know TSU is, first of all, we lost one of the greatest athletic directors in the country. We lost Kevin Granger. For some reason, he is not with TSU anymore. So what we did, they've never replaced him yet. So Dr. Jackson is on as an interim athletic director. Isaiah, usually the athletic director goes and spearheads the search for the new coach. Okay? And then with the help of the board of trustees and the board of regents and the president, they all agree, well, this is the next coach. But if you don't have an interim AD, how you, cause most ADs, when they come in, they want their own man. They want their own guy. They want to put the stamp. I want to hire my guy. If he's under my, if I'm gonna get blamed for everything, I want to hire my guy. You follow me? So first of all, I think that's the problem. But my thing is, Isaiah, I wish TSU would study the young man they already got there on campus. Because when I look at something, sometimes we go all over the world and find out all we ever needed is right there where we at. We go all over everything trying to find. But let me give you some of this stuff. Hold on, let me make this thing bigger. I don't want to read this stuff off to you. Sharon Chapman was up under Johnny Jones. Okay? All right. Let me give y'all some information that you know how I am. I go do my research. Watch this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me make it bigger. Wait a minute now. It's a video. I need an image. Hold on. Nah, that ain't it. I need an image. Is this an image? This might be the image right here I'm looking for. Okay, here it is. Right here. Yes. And Mike Davis, he was on both staff. Absolutely. Isaiah, you know a lot about this. But in his bio, let me read something. I'm glad you said this, He said, basketball is a game that found me. I didn't find it. The love and the passion I have for the sport were discovered at an early age, and it quickly became more than just a game. It became my escape. This Sharon Chapman on his bio. It became my escape. A vehicle that carried me beyond the environment I grew up in into an opportunity I never imagined. The game has taken me around the world and positioned me to impact the lives of young men in a meaningful and positive way. He said, at my core, I value connection. I take pride in building genuine relationships and creating an environment where growth, both on and off the court, is a daily standard. He coached under Mike Davis, Johnny Jones, Derek Kellogg, and John Calipari. Coaching highlights: 4th conference championship, 7 conference tournament championship, 13 national tournament appearances, 20 all-conference players, 4 conference players of the year, and 5 All-Americans. And he wants to be the coach at TSU. Players develop all-league performers. Ladies and gentlemen, yep, he was there in Memphis with Derrick Rose, Chris Douglas-Roberts, Joey Dorsey, Robert Dozier, Antonio Anderson. I know all of them guys. At UMass, he had Chaz Williams, Katie LaLanne, and Trey Davis. At Texas Southern, Dante Clark, Jalen Patterson, Jeremy Combs, P.J. Henry, Bryson Gresham, Deion Stroud, Jonathan Cisse. Jonathan Cisse is killing overseas, and I didn't even think he could play when I first saw him. Kavian McClain and Troy Hubstead. Troy Hubstead, if he don't get hurt this year, TSU goes to the NCAA final. Our leading scorer, leading rebounder, and leading block guy got hurt right before the tournament. Jordan Carl Nichols. Thank you. Thank you, Isaiah. But he's right there as the interim coach right now. But I understand if you don't have an AD, and if they hire Sharon now, and the new AD come in, y'all follow me? So I don't know how that stuff works. It's above me. I don't know, but I would take a look, a serious, strong look at that young man right there. But glad you asked that question, Isaiah. Glad you asked that question. That's shit, great question. Great question. But but y'all got to talk to me now. I need y'all help. Because Charles Barkley, it was a little strange last night, and ain't nobody else brought it up on the feed. Let me make sure. Evidently, y'all went to sleep and then didn't watch the game last night. After the game, y'all didn't watch Inside NBA. This particular time, I watched it. Right? Share the show. This is important. I need somebody to talk to. Charles Barkley said some of the weirdest. Y'all, Zay said it's the #1 swag job, but we have to have somebody by June 1st. Why do we have to have somebody by June 1st? Why? Tell me why. They just got to name him. If they just name him interim coach, they can have an interim coach. You had an interim AD. Can you not play with an interim coach? He recruiting down there like he the head coach. It's the #1 swag job, but we have. Why we have to? Tell us why. Tell us why. We have to. Where is that rule at? I didn't know that was a rule. If that's a rule, then I didn't know that rule. Oh, I can't wait to talk to y'all about the Struz comments. I'm glad one person. I mean, I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird. I said to myself, what is wrong with Charles Barkley? Some missing recruits transfer. No. Do me a favor. Go to TSU right now. Sharon Chapman is recruiting just like he the head coach. The man got about 4 or 5 recruits already, man. Evidently, you ain't been over there. You ain't been checking it out. Hey, Sharon, the man been acting as the head coach over there, man. The man just signed the guy. Hold up. The man's so cold. The man had Ashton Hardaway, Penny's son. Ashton called me. Ashton was down there ready to sign, man. If TSU had the NIL budget that Coastal Carolina had, that man would, Ashton Hardaway, 6'8" sniper, would have been on TSU team right now. Right now. Sharon Chapman, first of all, he got him to talk on the phone and then got him in a Zoom and told him how, I wish I could give y'all and show y'all how Sharon Chapman broke. But one of these days, I don't know if I can release some of this stuff because it might be private, but I saw the Zoom thing and I videoed some of the Zoom. Man, Sharon, man, is a bad man. So he getting players. Hey, TSU, Sharon Chapman, if there's a player out there to get, he gonna get him. If he can get Ashton Hardaway on the phone, he can get anybody on the phone. He said, it's not a rule. I'm just saying it would be great to have someone in place by June 1st. I got you. How do you know me? Call Kevin Allen. I know what Isaiah this is now. Believe you me, I know which Isaiah this is. But Isaiah, you ain't over there no more. You know, you went and did big and better things. I know what you did. But Isaiah, that dude there, man, is putting in work. He putting in work over there. I'm telling you, this dude signing. Hold up, I just got him. Hold up. Let me just look, man. Let me just look. Because something might have just happened. Hold up. This is what I love about this. This is what I love about this platform. Watch this. Zay, watch this, Zay. Hold on. Shit, somebody over there. Somebody just committed. Some big old dude looking in the rim. Hold up. I ain't got no name. And then I can't pronounce his name, and I ain't finna mess the kid's name up. They signed 2 exceptional players last week. More to come. Sharon Chapman already did the scheduling. Isaiah, the scheduling for next year already done. The man been working, man. Hold up. It is more to come. Hold up. He had already guaranteed us almost $700,000 in guaranteeing games. $700,000. This Sharon Chapman. I don't know if I was supposed to be giving out this information, but I'm sorry. I got it. Hey, and still got 4 open dates left. Let me tell y'all something, man. That's how you want your interim coach to come in. Johnny Jones left this program in great hands. Man, boy, it takes people to get stuff out of me. Isaiah done came and got something out of me today. But let me keep going now. Let's get back to Charles Barkley, because I got to talk about this stuff. Somebody been calling me about this stuff. I don't know, should I show? Let me show it to y'all first. I got to find it. Hold up. I hope I download it. Yes. Y'all, some weird stuff been happening. Hey, Eric Harris to hire him already. What? They have somebody else, the head coach, that's going to walk in with $1 million worth of guaranteed money. They going to schools and playing all these top schools. Hey, man. Sharon ain't playing over there. I'm just telling y'all. But y'all watch this. Watch this, y'all. Y'all watch this. Watch this now.
Not what impressed the
No, but what were you
youngster.
saying?
First of all, Max Juice played great. But
Okay.
I'm thinking what everybody's thinking. That's a pretty man.
Really?
I don't think everybody's
Everybody
thinking
wasn't
that.
thinking
Not
that.
everybody.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Can
only
I ask
you
you a
were
question?
thinking that.
Can I ask you a question?
yes, you can.
What are you attracted to him about him?
I'm not attracted to him, but I can
You
give.
said he's attractive.
He's a good-looking man.
What are you attracted about his good looks?
His
What part?
face.
His face?
His face. He's a good-looking man.
Ponytail too. You like the ponytail?
You like the fact that he's wearing
And the headband?
Ponytail, boo boo.
a t-shirt?
I told y'all about
the t-shirt
I told you
exciting?
I don't believe in the man bun thing.
But is a t-shirt?
But you're able to overlook that.
Hey,
in this
hey,
case.
listen, man. Don't be hate. That's a pretty man.
Nobody said it was hating. I just asked you what was attractive to you.
I just don't think, I'm just surprised that was your takeaway from your post-game
I gave
comments.
him his flowers on basketball all night.
Is it the eyes?
So you were looking in his eyes?
I would not look. I would not look him dead in the eyes.
Why?
When they come out after that, I did that. I made that mistake with Tom Brady one time. Did nothing but gibberish.
So
come
hold on,
out.
so you're putting him in Tom Brady's class?
Come on, man. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Yes, what?
He's in Tom Brady's class.
Wow.
Yet he's a better shooter than Tom
Wait,
Brady.
I have this then. So you have a type.
Did y'all hear what that man said? I don't understand. That's why I had to talk to y'all. Because I don't understand. That's a pretty man. If Tom Brady looked me in the eyes, I don't nothing come out of my mouth but gibberish. I'm trying to find something funny. Y'all, it's quick with one person tell me, Rob, you missed it. Tell me what I missed. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what I missed. A man telling another man he's pretty? I ain't never heard of that before. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They beat the Pistons. James Harden gave him 30. Where my Harden people at now? You know what I like about y'all? Y'all didn't say nothing bad when he was getting killed. So I can't get, so ain't nobody but Eric think it's weird. Okay. Now hold up. If somebody think it's okay, y'all, this is a safe space. You can say it. But it just didn't end there. During the press conference, Max Strus and James Harden was in the press conference. Another reporter, I guess he thinks like Charles Barkley. Y'all watch this now. Y'all got to help me now. Text, tag, or tell somebody. I need somebody to tell me what's going on. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something. Watch this. Why is these men asking about other men's bodies? Help me. He's pretty. He's big up in body. You're bigger. Why are you looking? I had 20 points tonight. And I was shooting that jumper. They had nothing to do with no matter how big I was. Oh, they can't ask LeBron anymore. I like that, Zay. Hey, I got somebody on the show to know they can't ask LeBron that stuff no more. Huh. I was waiting on a woman to say something. Thank you. Wait a minute, she's here. Hold up. Wait a minute. I was waiting on a woman to say something. Wait a minute. This for you. Hold up. Hold up. It's that? No, they ain't undercover. They done took the cover off. They ain't undercover. That's taking the cover off. Yo, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was. James Harden couldn't stop laughing. I ain't never seen James Harden laugh that much in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on in this world. Okay. I don't know. Let me move on. What was that? Y'all, let me see. Game 5. Reading Game 5 was so important last night because the Pistons and the Cavaliers in that critical game last night, 82% of the time, the team that wins the 2-2 Game 5 goes on to win the series. That's why that game was so important last night. And midway through the fourth, it looked like it was going to be Detroit. Tied at 89. Cade Cunningham untied it with a 3. 3 of his 39, and the Pistons had a 3-point lead and would extend that. 3 minutes left in the fourth, and when Tobias Harris hit a 3-pointer in the corner, they was up by 9 with 3 minutes left. They looked in control of the game, but the rest of the game happened. I keep telling y'all. Well, Robert, in the first half, they did something. Man, this game is 48 minutes, buddy. And then with 5 extra minutes, 53. With 5 extra minutes, it's 53 minutes. But the rest of the game happened. Donovan Mitchell made a couple of plays. Evan Mobley hit a 3 and a 2, and it's a 2-point game. And in the final seconds of regulations, it was tied at 3:03. And one of them wild ass Thompson twins gonna come over the top of Donovan Mitchell. Didn't get the call. Donovan Mitchell get the call, and then they tried, and then he run over his own feet and push Jared Allen. And they talking about Jared Allen should have got. And I can't play it. I wish I could, because they told me, I can't be playing the NBA stuff. The NBA, they want their intellectual property. 2 years ago, I could play it. When Prime and all them that came in the picture, you can't play that stuff no more. Went in overtime, then the Cavs went to work. The Cavs are undefeated at home this year in the playoffs. Detroit is 3. Watch this now. Some got to give this next game, Belinda, because Detroit is 3-0 in elimination games this season. It's 3-0. The series is not. And the Cavs are undefeated at homes in the playoff. So something gonna break. And has Duran became unplayable? He didn't play in the fourth quarter. He wasn't out there doing the 13-0 run. He wasn't out there then. The 13-0 run that the Cavs was on. I think Stewart should have played a little bit more. But what I found out about Stewart, and I found out this, and I found this out about a few summers ago at the NBA Summer League, because a GM was telling me about they bragging about they was getting what's the big JaVale McGee. He was bragging, he was telling me, well, I got JaVale so up the inside. He said, and I said, man, he's sorry. He said, Robert, technically he's not. He said the problem is you can't play JaVale McGee over 3 minutes a game at a spurt, 3 minutes at a time. Because you play him after them 3 minutes, you get him out of the game, because he's going to get doing some dumb stuff after the 3 minutes, right? So that's why they play Stewart in spurts, because if he play too long, he gonna do something ignorant. He gonna fight somebody. He gonna y'all. You follow me? So they know. They said he. I think Stewart is about a 5 or 6 minute guy. You can't play him that long. And but I sit there, and Charles Barkley was talking about Jalen Duran. He said, "Why did they wait so late to play Reed? He's been their best player." So you're going to take an all-NBA player, Jalen Duran, out of the game to play Reed? That's why you're not an NBA coach, coach. Because you asked me, why did they wait so late to play it? Dude, you had a horse that's all-NBA player this year. Was killing until he got to the postseason. I think his last 2 games, go look at Jalen Duran's last 2 games in regular season. I think he had 31 and 16, 31. I mean, just crazy. But he didn't came in the play. The playoffs is different. And that's what y'all don't understand. You're not going to get all these offensive rebound and lob dunks from Cade, because they taking that away. Come on, Ken Gamble, you got to be smarter than that. You got to expand your game. And you can't have 2 rebounds. So something's wrong. You got all them muscles. You look like Tarzan, but you're playing like Jane. So you got to give him a chance. Durham I don't know. But played 25 minutes, had 9 points, but 2 rebounds. No, he had 5. He had 5 rebounds. Okay. He had 5. And, he had 4 assists. but they need more from him. Tobias Harris, I would have gave him the ball in the low post a little bit more. Reed is an energy player. They inserted Reed when they needed a spark. Yeah, but Jalen Duren is an y'all ain't hearing me. I didn't say all-star. Jalen Duren gonna make one of those damn all NBA team, one of them 3 teams. He just ain't getting it done. Cade getting it done. Jenkins doing the best he can. Tobias Harris was 6 of 19. 6 of 19. The man had 13 points on 19 shots. So I just can't blame him. When I look at this, when I look at this sheet, see, I hadn't looked at the sheet just now. But watching these 2 playoff series, that one player that stands out negatively is Duren. He has no offensive bag, but he was scoring. But see, well, I'm a young fella. You should be saying this about Duren. Offensively, he hurt him because he was scoring in the regular season. He's getting outplayed. He get outplayed. But he got outplayed by Carter in the other series. He got outplayed so bad by his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. Yeah, how many fouls he had? Duren. Damn, y'all, he had 2 personal fouls. Damn. Wow, 2 personal fouls. Yeah, did y'all hear what I said? Wendell Carter dates his girlfriend that he used to have and talking stuff to him. The girlfriend posted, Angel Reese's girlfriend, posted when he dunked on him, when the other kid dunked on him. He getting outplayed by Mobley now and Allen. I don't know. But now, can I give y'all the adventures of James Harden? Game 1, can't shoot, can't dribble, can't defend. Game 2, can't dribble, can't shoot, can't defend. Game 3, killing the clutch. Game 4, best all-around game in the playoffs. Game 5, Hall of Fame 2-way superstar. Y'all got to realize this man 36-year-old James Harden. In 43 minutes, just went off for 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. James had 4 stocks, y'all. Hold on. One more thing here. Hold on. Y'all gonna leave my little nephew alone. $38 points. And ain't nobody mentioned him on the feed. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. How the hell James Harden getting 3 blocks? No, y'all, no, give me somebody else. Y'all got to help me, man. Do you understand the trade? Because everybody talking about, I can't understand it. You played a 36-year-old, you trade a 36-year-old dude for a 26-year-old dude. Man, ain't no way in the world that little old boy, Darius Garland, gonna have nothing like this. Let me repeat that. Because I ain't get but 2 texts. I ain't get but two comments. Isaiah, you still there? 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. James Harden. I ain't finna play with y'all today, man. Y'all ain't acting right, man. 3 blocks. Nobody else gonna talk to me. What time is it? Oh, y'all, hold up. Know what I've been doing? Should have been doing. I know what I should have been doing. Y'all ain't talking to me anyway. Guess what I'm gonna do? I got something for y'all.
Yeah, so, 713 call Joe. If you been injured, Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Car wreck, truck wreck, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is Attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, he was 8 for 21, Isaiah. You're right. But Jay, hold up. When you give me 3 blocks and a steal, 8 rebounds and 6 assists and 30 points, 14 from the free throw line. I'll let you miss. Because a lot of his shots, them ugly ass layups, he be missing. Donovan Mitchell, hold up. Donovan Mitchell was 7 for 18. You ain't said nothing about that. That man said, is really Jared Allen hooping? Jared Allen doing his job. He ain't just killing no damn body. He doing his job. He doing his job as a role player. How the hell he hooping? I mean, he got 16 points. Shit, James had more blocks than him. What are you talking about? And Jared Allen's job is to get what? Blocks. Come on, Isaiah. It's really Jared Allen hooping? Y'all, hold up. Jared Allen, 16 points. 6 of 10 from the field, good. 4 of 5 from good. 10 rebounds, good. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks. That's what he's supposed to have. You looking at the plus minus. The plus minus only impact when you in the game and if the team doing well while you in the game. Now, if you said Strus, you don't expect 20 points out of Strus, but I expect that Jared Allen get paid a whole. Listen, expectations come with what you get paid. You one of them plus minus dudes. I'm one of them look at the game dudes. You can plus minus all you want to. You better go look at that game. Because I saw the game last night twice. Now I can come and look at the plus minuses. But Strus was a +9, and he was more instrumental than Jared Allen. So that's why I say you got to watch those plus minuses, Isaiah. I know you're young. I know you're in this era with the analytic era. But Strus was +9. Strus had the steal that made your homeboy quit. Jared, what's the boy name from Dallas? Kate Cunningham took his ball from him, dropped that pass off the so that plus minus thing, man, you have to watch the game, man. You got to watch the game. Jared Allen, what play did he make? Strus made some plays that changed the game. Jared Allen was just steady. Nothing against Jared Allen. Zay, nothing against him. Hey, Jay, I'm going to take you to school before you go to school. But I'm just telling you, as a guy who look at these plus minuses and I have to understand these things, I look at the game too. See, you'll get befooled, go up here. Well, plus minus and plus minus and plus minus and plus plus minus and Jalen doing, yeah, he 16 minus, but it had to do with how the team was playing when he was in the game. Okay, all right. So how he affected game when he in the game. That +9 from Strus. Hold up. Strus had 20 points, 6 of 8 from the field goal. Watch this. 6 of 8 from 3. So all he shot was 3-pointers. Didn't miss a free throw. Had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, no turnovers. And you talking about Jared. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. That man said, it's really Jared Harris. There was Jared Allen. I'm sorry, Jared Allen. And nothing against Jared Allen. But the Strus juice, the man was shooting the piss out the basketball, man. The man was 6 of 8. Dagger threes. And he was a +9. But it only because when he was in the game, that's how he affected the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all just got a lesson, a valuable lesson, thanks to Isaiah, on looking at that plus-minus stuff. It's great, but you also have to watch the game. You got to watch both games at the same time. I didn't need Donovan Mitchell to tell me it was all about Strus. Shit. He's 6 of 8 from 3. You know how hard it is to go 6 of 8 for 3? But let me keep going. I like that. Isaiah, where you been? Isaiah, I need you to take off this time every day, man, and put your earphones on, whatever you're doing, man, because I need you. I need you. You all right. I get through these little minutes. Hold up. I got to play my song one more time. I got to play my song. See, Isaiah's still talking. Watch it. Hold up, Isaiah.
So, 713 call Joe. If you been injured, Joe Steven Law Firm. 713 call Joe. Call Rick, truck, Rick, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is Attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Hey, man. Anything, accident, anything with an insurance company, call Joe Stevens. Anything legal, call them. 713 call Joe. Let me get back to this. He says, so we can agree, Tobias Harris, but in them first 2 games, y'all didn't. Tobias Harris been killing. One thing I like about Tobias Harris, his dad did his contract. I like him. But let me see. Let's look at Tobias Harris. You say he was stealing money. I think they should have but you know what I like about him? He was shooting it. At least he going down shooting. He shot 19 shots. So I ain't mad at the dude when he's shooting the shots. He just got to make them. Sometimes he making them, sometimes he don't. I mean, with them 2 games they won, shit, he was a killer. Like y'all, so Harden was terrible in the 2. Y'all, Harden was stealing money in the beginning. Now you're saying Tobias stealing money. Y'all can't get this thing right. Y'all can't get it. What's up, JJ Jackson? You been gone, man. And did y'all see I wish I could play the play, man. But did y'all see the last play? People talking about Thompson twin Answer got fouled. But I did want to share with y'all something though. I saw something. I saw Kevin's dad on the feed. 80. How old was Kevin's dad? 86 years old. Right? it's the last day. It's Baby Friday, and I'm trying to make sure I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. Uh, my heart goes out for Charlie Neal and his family. You don't know who Charlie Neal is. He is. Let me put Charlie Neal up on my screen. I didn't do this earlier. That's my main man. I got a chance to not work on the set with him, but when I'm calling the games for TSU, he's calling the games for HBCU or Go. He's always to my right. Over here, Charlie Neal, he passed away. Nice man, great man. Had a funny little incident with him. One of the young ladies who was working with him that particular day, we was at Grambling or some school we was at. But what happened, Nicole Hutchinson, she's our intern. She used to be the intern for the Chop Shop. So I've been knowing her since she was a little girl. And what happened when we was prepping for the game, everybody at practice prepping for the game, she was spending a lot of time talking to me because she wanted to learn a little bit more about TSU's players because she was the on-court reporter. But Charlie Neal, I guess he wanted her to do something, but she was over there talking to me. And he gave her that damn Clint Eastwood look like, you need to be over here talking to me, not that, not him. But she didn't budge. Because she said she knew what first of all, we got a relationship, Charlie. It wasn't a guy trying to hit on this little pretty young girl. I've been knowing her mom and dad for years. So it was just she wanted to get information from me. But that was the counter. Then later on, I talked to him about it. He was cool. But man, he sharp as a tack. I watched how he prepared for the show, for the broadcast. Yeah, but boy, y'all, that's a legend right there. Charlie Neal. I had to give y'all that in case y'all didn't know who he was. I wanted to make sure I see that. That's right, Zay. Zay, no, that's right. Zay, you didn't have deals with him. Yes, yeah. But Zay, also, ladies and gentlemen, I've hit it a little bit on this subject, but I haven't really just talked about it because it's been weighing on me a little bit. When I think about Kevin Allen, dad, 86 years old, I think about friends of mine, my grandmother's in the hospital. She's 90-some years old. And think about all of y'all. Our what I want to call them, just our elders. That's the word I'm looking for. But when the Supreme Court gutted what was left of the Voting Rights Act on April 29th, I've been in my head. I must have to tell y'all, I've been in my head. I haven't been feeling good about it. When I get off this show, I have to be upbeat on the show, but when I get off the show, it was a lot for me. Okay? It was a lot for me. I'm admitted now at the end of the week. I done got through the week. I'm admitted because when people think of voter suppression, they think old history. But it wasn't. It was policy. Poll taxes was a real thing. Literacy tests, real thing. Grandfather clauses, those are real things. White-only primaries, those were real things. It's policy. And the violence behind all of it to make sure that it worked. Ladies and gentlemen, in Louisiana, the state at the center of this ruling, Louisiana versus Calais, voter registration dropped watch this, voter registration dropped from 130,000 blacks in 1896 to just over 1,300 in 1904. In 1896 in Louisiana. See, y'all, that's what I love about the Chop Shop. The Chop Shop was derived from being in the barber shop, chopping it up. This is a topic that should be going on in the barbershop because black voter registration dropped from 130,000 in 1896 to just over 1,300 in 1904. Y'all, that's 8 years. That didn't just happen. It was built that way. But the Voting Rights Act of 1965 made all of that illegal within 5 years. Black voter registration in the South nearly tripled. And then, April 19th, 2026, the court ruled that to challenge a map for diluting black votes, you now have to prove that the state meant to do it. Nobody's going to say that out loud. They are going to redraw the map and say it was about something else. It had nothing to do. Congress already knew that. And that's why they took the intent requirement out in 1982. But the court just put it back in April 29th. Yo, these people are smart. These people are thinkers. These people had this stuff all lined up, and I'm gonna show you. They had this stuff already lined up. In 2013, they got rid of federal oversight. Within 24 hours, state passed laws that had already been blocked in 2021. They weakened ballot access protections. You know how they just put a ballot here, making it hard for you to vote? Somebody explain to me, put it on this. If people keep talking about voting ain't important, if it's so unimportant, why are they doing this? If somebody just explain to me that, especially somebody who don't vote, and you tell me my vote don't matter, your vote, my vote don't count, my vote don't count, it's the electoral college and all that old stupid ass stuff. If your vote don't count, why? Isaiah, you young. If your vote don't count, why did they weaken the ballot access protections? They weakened it. And now this same law, same direction, just piece by piece. Yo, 6 days later after that ruling, the Louisiana, down there where LSU is, Republican governor suspended state congressional primaries. Let's suspend the vote. Let's not vote. Mid-election. Man, people campaigning in mid-election, you finna suspend the primary. To let the legislator redraw the map in the middle of the game. That's like Cleveland last night at halftime. They say, all right, okay, James Harden, you can't shoot no. They changed the rules. Then, y'all, as Louisiana, That's why I told y'all about the SEC, the Slave Economic Conference. Alabama called a special session to do the same thing. Tennessee, state I'm from, rotten ass state, called a special session. Mississippi has a special session scheduled for May 20. They knew this. They were prepared. Officially, to redraw state Supreme Court districts with Trump, pushing to add congressional districts to the agenda. Florida passed new maps the same day the ruling came out. They had this stuff already. Man, they knew what them people, where them people were gonna vote. They know Trump had, hold up. They know they had these people right here. Where they at? They know they had them. They had already told them, get your stuff ready. The same day the ruling came down. A man said, Hatter, hold up, let me put this on the bed. Y'all don't understand, man. Isaiah, you come on here, man. You might get anything. You're gonna be something to take back to your youngsters. Hatter, should the boycott on Southern State athlete program gain legs? What would be the penalty for athlete opting out of his commitment? First of all, this thing got to be organized, and this thing got to be thought out, and this thing see, Ricky Scott, you just can't go and one person do it. Then they can give him a penalty. No, it's got to be a concerted effort, but by not just the black athletes, the white athletes too. The ones that don't believe in this bullshit crap. Can't no one person do it. One person cannot beat a institution. It takes mass of people to beat an institution. This thing was carefully drawn out and thought out by them. So we have to make sure our situations, I keep telling y'all, we have a young man named Kevin Roberts who spent most of his academic life studying people like black ass Ricky Scott and Ricky Scott's ancestors, the Haitian Revolution, the Prosper Rebellion, the Vesey Rebellion. The man spent time after his whole life, his undergrad at the University of Virginia, his doctoral thesis at the University of Texas, sitting there watching the Cavaliers play, sitting there watching the Commanders play, down there watching the Longhorns play, but constructing a 922-page manifesto called Project 2025. He did his whole life. He know more about all of this stuff than you and I put together. Where are our scholars that know more about they ass? Where are our Kevin Roberts? I'm not going to ask for one of these young athletes to go out there and boycott by itself. I'm not doing it. But a concerted effort. They have to do it all at the same time. Right before the opening season. All of them said, no, I ain't going out there to play. It's got to be orchestrated, man. So it wouldn't be no penalty. Them old redneck ass congressmen somebody gonna call their redneck ass and say, look here, man, let's get this right. Our problem is we worried about a boycott of the Southern State athletes. No. Oh, I think all of them should boycott, even the ones up north. All of them got to hurt. I hope you got that. We got to study to be able to dismantle. Can't go out, but I ain't gonna go. Are you right? You're right. No. Mama, don't put your kids out there in harm's way like that. Colin Kaepernick did that, and y'all let him hang him. Ain't nobody said a damn thing but me on this show every damn day. We don't want to leave our kids out there on their own. We got to study this thing. How will it affect? How will it affect politically what's going on in that city? And you know what? I'm glad you said that, Rick. I'm going to address something else on Monday. Because politics, all of this stuff, it goes together, Rick. Yes, I talked about Lane Kiffin. Talked about that yesterday. I ain't had time to talk about it today. We talked about, that's when, and if I had much time, but what we got to realize though, and I might get back into it, hold on, Isaiah, but Florida passed a new map the same day the ruling came down. South Carolina, Don Staley, what if you was at South Carolina State and you brought all them same girls as North Carolina State? Don't you think we gonna still watch you then? Do y'all know Jackson State had one of the highest ratings when Deion and Shadua and Travis, they had some of the highest rating in college basketball, in college football, HBCU, because people wanted to see Shadua and people wanted to see Travis and people wanted to see Prime. They moved the needle. South Carolina is gearing up to follow these guys right here. Listen, at least 15 House districts in the South are in immediate risk of being eliminated. The Congressional Black Caucus could lose between 15 and 20 members in a single districting cycle. Cleo Fields in Louisiana, they're trying to get him out. Benny Thompson in Mississippi, trying to get him out. Terry Sewell in Alabama, they're trying to get him out. Black majority districts up and down the South, this is happening right now while we are watching this show. So this is what this actually does to your life. If you live in a state with a black population big enough to matter politically, your district is about to get redrawn. Your vote is about to get diluted on purpose. Your representative may no longer be your representative. That means fewer black votes in Congress, fewer people in the room when laws about your health care get written, few people pushing back when the budget get cut, fewer people fighting for funding that keeps your kids in the schools open, few people protecting voting rights. The next time they try to take more. And that's not just Congress. The same rulings reaches state legislators, your school boards, your city council, your sheriffs, your DAs, entry-level government positions, where someone black may have had a chance of representing the black community. That chance just got smaller. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just talking about Kevin Allen, his granddad, his dad. You got grandparents that are born in 1927. That's not history to me. That's their lifeline. One lifeline between a country where black people couldn't vote in a country now making it harder in ways and harder for them to challenge. When they took those protections away. This is what people mean when they say things have changed. Not by one big moment, just smaller decisions that just keep stacking. And people who writing these laws and defending these maps are the same people asking you for your vote in November. I'm gonna give you the playbook and what to look for when you are seeking which candidate to vote for. But do it sometime next week. It's imperative that we stay aware and that we stay alert. Don't stop listening. Isaiah, don't stop listening to this show. But you asked me about Lane Kiffin, and I needed to finish something from yesterday. I'm trying to see where I was at when I was where I was at. Where did I stop at? I should have. Oh, I think it's here. It was unique. I go back through my notes because I had to go back and because I was just talking about the value that when Jackson State made that move, you can see something. Travis Hunter saying, "Okay, I'm coming to a HBCU." Still was a top pick in the draft. They couldn't deny him. They could do Shador like that, but he gonna wind up getting the last laugh. But I was talking about this is why the SEC boycott conversation hit different, and I'm glad you said something about it, Isaiah. See, this is not about just one court ruling, Isaiah. It's about whether the institutions that profit from Black talent can remain silent while Black political power can remain silent while Black political power is weakened in the very states that these universities call home. Lane Kiffin said the quiet part out loud in Vanity Fair in an interview. He talked about the difficulty. Let me turn that phone down, y'all. I'm sorry. I usually be on silent. He talked about the difficulty of recruiting a Black athlete to Ole Miss before he took the LSU job. He suggested that diversity or the okay, I got to do something as soon as I get off the show. But he talked about but he was just talking about the diversity and lack of it impacted his recruiting at Ole Miss. After backlash, Kiffin apologized and said that the comments were not calculated. He said, but the thing is, Kiffin was not wrong to say race. Watch this. Race, campus culture, and geography matters in recruiting. He just said it out loud. Ole Miss has always been the most obvious examples. Its name, its imagery, its traditions long have carried ties to the Confederacy and the antebellum South. The school has made changes over the time, but history does not disappear because a logo changes and the mascot retires. The past lingers. It lingers in symbols and family conversations. It lingers in what parents think when they send their Black child to live in a place for 3 or 4 years. Kiffin was right that recruiting a Black athlete to Ole Miss comes with a different set of realities that recruiting them to some other place, than them recruiting in some other place. But we cannot actually throw stones at Baton Rouge. We're gonna throw them. We cannot just throw stones from Baton Rouge because Baton Rouge, I just told you what's happening in Baton Rouge, exists in the same reason. It played the same conference. It benefits from the same power structure. It recruits the same Black athletes from many of the same communities. like many an SEC coach before him. Kiffin and staff would likely use, watch this, Crosstown HBCU Southern University as another recruiting tool. Isaiah, did you know they use that? Come to LSU and play on the big stage. And you get the HBCU experience on too. You get the HBCU experience on the bluff. It's been that way since they started letting black players wear the uniform. And it was likely to be that way forever. Ole Miss may be the most glaring example, but it's not the only one, y'all. HBC people have always understood that. And this is, and for those of us who support HBCUs, this conversation is not new. I'm just giving it to you a different way. We have always talked about what it would be like if more of our best and brightest black athletes chose HBCUs. I've been talking about it on this show for so long, at least about 9 years. That's why I was so happy when Mature Maker went to Howard. That's what I was so happy when Shador and his dad and Travis Hunter and Jordan Seaton. No, Jordan Seaton didn't go. I'm talking about somebody. But these guys said, "Okay, I'm gonna go to Jackson State." Not just as and I want more of our guys to just think about HBCUs not just as a romantic idea, not just as a nostalgic idea, but a real question of power. You ever been around me in this show a long time? I want to figure out how we gain power. I'm studying power. And for a brief moment, Coach Prime at Jackson State gave the country a glimpse. Travis Hunter went to the HBCU. Shador Sanders played at an HBCU. Jackson State become must-watch television. ESPN showed up. Corporate America showed up. Recruits paid attention. It was not the whole revolution. I know it wasn't. But it was enough to show what was possible. It's also showed how quickly people get uncomfortable when HBCUs become more than symbolic. People be uncomfortable when I talk about it. But and I didn't go to HBCU, but it is one thing to praise HBCUs during Black History Month, but another thing for an HBCU compete for top tier talent. I need to repeat that. It's one thing to praise HBCUs during Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen, but another for HBCU to compete for top tier talent. Isaiah said, U of H played TSU because they used our basketball court as a part of the deal. We got a football game in return. Absolutely. When that happened, that changes the math, Isaiah. And college football has always been about the math. Math, arithmetic, mathematics. It's always in college football, but the conversation still matters. Even if a full boycott never happens. Who is that asked that question up there? The discussion still matters. Who mentioned that? Ricky Scott. The discussion it still matters, Rick. If fewer black elite athletes chose SEC schools, watch this now. Watch this now. Where would you go? You would simply go to the Big Ten. They got money up there. You see what that boy got in Michigan? He didn't go to Alabama. He didn't go. That boy went to Michigan. That quarterback. The Big 12 or the ACC program outside the Deep South. Probably many would. But even that would create a shift. I mentioned this yesterday. A talent shift at the top creates movement below. What I mean by some of the players who might have gone to other Power 4 schools could land somewhere else. Some could find their way to HBCUs. Some could help change the competitive landscape in ways that are hard to predict. To get you off the screen, Isaiah. But this is bigger than roster movement. Y'all, we got to figure out about leverage. Black athletes, y'all got to listen to this. You never mention how much money you got. Hey, watch this. Black athletes have more leverage than they ever had. In case you didn't know it, Isaiah, in case you didn't know this, let me give it to you. Black athletes now have more leverage than they ever had. You know why? They have the NIL. They have the transfer portal. Y'all see why I like the transfer portal so much? Y'all see why I support the NIL so much? They got social media. The black players got their social media. They have the ability to speak directly to the public without waiting for the coach. The sports information director or the network partner to approve the message. That does not mean every athlete wants to be an activist. It does mean they have power. Now we got to teach them how to use it. And power is actually what this voting rights conversation is about. Isaiah, you asked me the wrong thing. You asked me about Lane Kiffin. I'm finna tell you. Power is exactly what this voting rights conversation is about. College football cannot hide from the South's politics. The South is not just where SEC football is played, ladies and gentlemen. It is where millions of black people live. It is where black families work, raise their kids, build a life. It's where HBCUs, were created, Rob, because white institutions would not admit black students. It is where black athletes now power many and most of these valuable brands in college sports. So when I'm finna bring it, see, we can't talk about one sports and not talk about the politics of it. So when redistricting decisions are viewed by many black Americans as attempts to neutralize, diminish, and ultimately destroy political opposition in the South, college football not act like it has nothing to do with the story. It absolutely does. The same black bodies that fill SEC rosters come from communities, Isaiah. I like that. Robert Young, Isaiah spoke back to you. See, I like when y'all talk. Give him $5 million too. But Isaiah, families, hold on. The same black bodies, let me repeat that fill the SEC rosters come from communities affected by these political decisions. Families cheering on Saturdays may be fighting for representation on Tuesday. The same schools that profit from black athletic labor exist inside the states where black political power is being contested in real time as we talking on this show. Ignoring that is not neutrality, it is gaslighting. And the uncomfortable truth is still the truth. Lane Kiffin may have stumbled through this conversation, but SEC boycott call may not become a mass movement. The economics may be too powerful for many athletes to walk away, like I told Ricky Scott. But the larger issue is not going away. College football is built on tradition. That is what makes it beautiful. That is also what makes it complicated. We cannot celebrate tradition and then run from history. We cannot sell the pageantry of the South and then pretend Southern politics do not matter. Building billion-dollar athletic departments on black talent. Wow. Acting confused when black people ask hard questions about representation, power, and respect, that must end. The boycott may not be practical, but the conversation is very necessary. And in it's 2026, the collision between race, remember I told you, politics, history, and college football is not some outside distraction. It is the game itself. And ladies and gentlemen, I sit there the other day and saw something. Thank y'all for this week. But I sit and saw something because I was wondering. I owe y'all 10 minutes because I started the show 10 minutes late intentionally. But Robert, I used to wonder why in Project 2025, the Trump administration, first of all, you remember Trump lied, told me he ain't got nothing to do with Project 2025? And some of y'all believed it. But I was wondering why they want to stop funding public broadcasting, PBS, the public broadcasting system. I wonder. Then I thought about, because I saw some. PBS putting out some incredible documentaries about the lost cause of the Confederacy and how the South operates today on YouTube. When I tell y'all it's good, it's good. I'm gonna post the link somewhere. Look at look at the lost cause of the Confederacy. So one major reason Republicans have worked so hard to defund. I'm 2 days old. I just learned about this yesterday. It just hit me yesterday. Worked so hard to defund PBS. It actually informs the general public about the truth regarding U.S. history. No whitewash myth. I had this link. They was talking about the Natchez, Mississippi. Let me see, can I post this link? Hold on. Let me see, can I post this link? Copy the link. Let me see, can I post it? I'm gonna post it. Y'all don't think I ain't gonna post it? Hold on. How do I post? Y'all help me. Help me, Jesus. Hold on. Okay, maybe okay. I think I get in there. Okay. I want to post it. Hope y'all get it. I see what's going on. It's unreal. I used to wonder why they messing with public broadcasting. But tonight, it's gonna be all right. What's today? Oh, ain't no game tonight. We got a free night tonight. No game tonight, Rob. No game tonight. But did anybody get something out of there this week? I got to give you, let me see if I got something I want to leave y'all with for the weekend. I ain't going to give y'all that one. I'm going to keep it, okay. That's a good one. I'll give y'all that one another time. Trying to give y'all some, like I've made it a practice of giving y'all some of my notes I'll be writing when I find something good. Malcolm X said, watch this. Malcolm X said, I don't want you to think like me. I want you to think. I just got that one the other day. Yes, critical thinking is the key. Ask questions. Let me see. Knowledge means nothing but without execution. I'm giving y'all all of this stuff. If we don't execute some of this stuff, it ain't gonna be good. Let me see. It's what I got to be better. Watch this. If you say something that I can't understand, that's a failure of your education, not mine. Whoa! You know how people tell me, I'm talking over your head? No, you ain't talking over my head. If you telling me something that I can't understand, that's a failure of your education, not mine. Yo, that's why I be trying to be crystal when I'm talking. Boy, I like that one. How many more minutes I got? I got 5 more minutes. If you can't master it, you can't explain it. Yes, yeah. Nobody else can understand what you're saying. You don't understand it yourself. Oh. Hold up. Somebody told me, Robert, our nation is no longer the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're the land of the liars and election deniers. Hold up. He said, if Google don't tell you, YouTube will show you. What else somebody told me? What else they said? They said, professional is what you do. A pro is who you are. Somebody gonna get that one on the way home. Ooh, I like that one. I can't give you that one though yet. I like that one though. Hold on. I like that one. I like that one. Hold up. Oh, hold up. This is a story. Okay. All right. Okay. I like it. Okay. I'm gonna get y'all this and I'm gonna get out of here. They said one day, this man walking down the street and he accidentally falls into this deep hole. It's too deep for him to climb out, right? And he was stuck at this point. And he keep yelling at the people as they walk past, right? A doctor walked past, right? And he said, "Doctor, could you please help me? I can't get out of this hole." The doctor writes out a prescription and throws it into the hole and just kept walking by. And a priest walks past and he said, "Father, can you help me get out of this hole?" And the priest says a prayer and kept on walking. Then just as he was losing hope, he sees his friend, Isaiah. I use you, Isaiah. He used his friend Isaiah. And he said, "Isaiah, man, help me. I can't get out of this hole." Isaiah jumps into the hole. And no, Isaiah looks into the hole. And then Isaiah jumps into the hole himself. And then the guy said, "Why did you do that? Now we both stuck." And Isaiah said, "Nah, no, we're not. I've been down here before. And I know the way out." Ladies and gentlemen, we all need a friend like Isaiah. It'll show us the way out. Ladies and gentlemen, I had fun this week. Hope you take that one. That was a good one, boy. That analogy, and I thought it was great for y'all to hear. So I will see y'all on Monday. All right, I'm out of here. He said, "Before you go, will Houston ISD ever catch Dallas ISD in athletics in terms of getting kids to championship games other than just basketball?" That's tricky because some of them teams are not in Dallas. They're in the suburbs of Dallas, right? And I'm not sure because I don't keep up with it. I don't keep up with high school stuff that much. I'm the pro guy and the college guy, say. But I'm not sure. And I know this thing is, I don't understand the dynamics of it. I just know it's some about high school football and athletics and I just don't, I'm serious. I haven't been able to put my finger on it. I don't trust it. I don't like it. I don't like the people in power. I've seen how they do things. They got a kid tried to transfer from out of town into Duncanville. Tried to transfer to Duncanville from out of town. And rest around and ran his mouth talking about they was going for athletics purpose and they won't let him play. So I don't know what's going on. That's a good one. That's something that's a power structure that's been way before I've been here. And I really don't understand the dynamics. I really, really don't. But that's a good question. You know what I'll do? I'll take that. I'll take what you said. I'm finna put it in my phone, and I'm gonna try to get an answer for you, an opinion for you, because you can never get an answer. I'm gonna get an opinion for it from somebody. Hold on, that's a good one, Isaiah. I didn't click you. I didn't put you in my phone. So, you said, it's some games. WNBA Liberty versus Fire. I want to see Olivia Miles. Yes, I do. Versus the wing. Let me see. Olivia Miles versus Paige Beckers. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch the W. I'm gonna probably tape it, but let me see the W on tonight. I'm glad you told me that because I would have forgot about it. But I got to get out of here, y'all. Oh man, I gave y'all two more minutes, but I got to go. I'm out. See y'all later. Isaiah, I want to see you next week.